There's the ferry. At least we know Balinor's men made sure this ferry doesn't have any monsters waiting for us. We're almost to the ferry that goes to the island city of Kern. Yes, if my father hadn't warned the city about the approaching army, many people would have died. They've built the city back up, but you can still see areas that were burned to the ground. She lived here before she married father. I visited here with her once. The city's surrounded by the Myrmidon River. It's on the way to Arborlon, and we can eat a real meal there, instead of trail rations.
Forgive me, Master, for not destroying Jack Ohmsford. I knew only that I needed to return to you, and I could not keep you waiting.
You fool! This mortal creature seeks to restore the Sword of Shannara. He must be destroyed!
But you destroyed the Sword of Shannara. How could it be restored?
Accursed Alanon and my arch-foe Bremen will use the magic of others to reforge it. This must not happen!
But how do we stop this?
You will go to the north and make certain that the trolls and the elves go to war. Such ancient foes will never ally with one another, and thus the Sword of Shannara will never be reforged.
What of Ohmsford?
Shifter, I will give you a new shape. Use it to slay Ohmsford and his followers.
I will obey.
According to the map in Tircis, Arborlon is to the northwest. We need to take another ferry across the Myrmidon to get there.
Welcome, strangers, to Arborlon. What brings you to the Elven lands? The king is away. You will need to speak with Prince Arian. Follow the path, and you will come to the manor of the Elven rulers. There are no walls around this part of Arborlon. The forest protects us. No, my curious friend. You have already passed many guards. You were not enemies, so you passed without challenge.
We didn't see any guards.
You were not supposed to see them. I am Lessa, guard of Arborlon and a warrior of Prince Arian. You may all pass freely through the elf lands.
That must be the royal manor up ahead.
Good day, travelers. I am Davio, advisor of Arborlon. Welcome to the Elflands.
I am Princess Shella of Lee. This is Jack Omsford, and this is Brendel.
Welcome to all of you. How may I help you? Prince Erion is very busy right now. May I be of service to you? That is grave news indeed. I shall send a messenger to King Eventide forthwith.
Where is King Eventide?
He is leading the army of Arborlon to Strelaheim Plains to rescue his son Ain from the trolls. I will inform Prince Erion again that you desire an audience with him. In the meantime, you are guests of Arborlon. Go where you like and see the beauty of the elvish lands. Elfstones. My, your task is not an easy one.
What do you mean by that?
You are fortunate that I am a scholar and historian. Elfstones and magic are two areas of my studies. Jack Omsford, was it not your father who held the last-known set of blue elfstones? Elfstones are extremely rare. If the bearer of the stones dies while using them, the stones are destroyed. Over the centuries, most elfstones have been destroyed or lost to our knowledge. Shay Olmsford was the last person actually to use elfstones.
Don't the elves use them?
The elves have not used elfstones for centuries. Most elves do not know they ever existed. There are several colours. The blue stones that Shay Olmsford held were seeking stones. The green stones were stones of protection. There was even said to be a black elfstone, but I have been unable to ascertain its abilities. That is the difficulty. You see, Jack Omsford, as far as anyone really knows, your father has the only elfstones in existence.
But Alanon sent us here to find some.
Alanon sent you here? That is most interesting indeed. Then perhaps the rhyme of the rune will aid us. Very few elves ever had the will to use the elfstones, but the Shannara family had a strong affinity for magic. Shay Omsford could use the elfstones because of his Shannara blood. That placard on the wall near the fireplace refers to the rune diamonds. They are somehow linked with the elfstones and the rune rock. I will need to do more research to discover the link between them. I will be honored to help you however I can. There are many ancient books here, and I will look up all available information on the subject. I am certain that the rune rock in the Gardens of Life is somehow tied to your quest.
What is this supposed to mean?
No one is certain, although many scholarly papers have been written about it. It refers to a series of runes that represent the various magical forces. Prince Erion will see you now. I have informed him of your purpose. A servant waits on the other side of the far door to lead you to the council room.
So, the Warlock Lord has returned, and once again the world must be saved by a half-breed. A pity Brona wiped out all the elven descendants of the Shannara line. Now the druid insists that you find some elfstones here. There have not been elfstones in Arborlon for centuries. Your mission is doomed.
Davio doesn't seem to think so.
Princess Shella, Scholar Davio is a foolish old pedant. He knows only his books. Return to your homelands. When the armies of Arborlon return with my father, we elves will ride to war against Brona directly. This time we will destroy him forever. If you choose to so waste your time, it is your own concern. The Sword of Shannara has twice failed to destroy the Warlock Lord. We have depended upon magic too long. We need to rely on our strength at arms and our strategy at war. Only then will the threat of Brona be eliminated.
But Brona will use magic against you. He almost won the last war.
That is because we did not face Brona directly, but fought only against his allies. This time, I will lead our armies to victory. Because those thrice-cursed trolls invaded Arborlon and kidnapped my brother, the elven armies will make them pay for their stupidity. I am very busy and have little time to waste. You are welcome to stay in Arborlon as long as you desire, but I do advise you not to waste your time seeking magic. The armies of Arborlon will prevail against the Dark Lord. You have my permission to leave.
I trust your meeting with Prince Arion was interesting. Now you will need to seek the rune diamonds. Runes are symbolic inscriptions with great magical significance.
Which means...
Basically, runes are magical writing. They are reputed to be rhombus-shaped, roughly ranging from the size of a hand to 2 hands, inscribed with a rune symbol representing the associated magical property.
Could you be a little less obscure?
All right, rune diamonds are diamond-shaped and marked with a runic symbol of either elf, earth, air, water, fire, or life. Does that make better sense?
Yes, thank you.
Well, that will be difficult.
What do you mean by that?
This is the point upon which other scholars disagree with me. Most elvish scholars believe the rune diamonds to be purely symbolic, arcane, and lost to our current knowledge. I believe they are linked to the rhyme of runes. I have studied the rune rock in the Gardens of Life. I believe that it is designed to contain a series of rune diamonds related directly to the rhyme of runes. I believe the purpose of the rhyme of runes and the rune rock is to protect a set of elf stones.
Did you find this in your studies?
Not exactly, but it's a theory of mine. However, if you find some elf stones as a result of all this, I shall be proven correct.
So this could all be a wild elf stone chase.
Well, yes, but if I am incorrect, there are no elf stones to be found in Arborlon. Search Arborlon for the rune diamonds. If you can find even one, you will know that we are on the correct path.
All right for now, but I want my scarf back.
You better clean that out when you're done with it.
It's a beautiful garden, isn't it? I've never seen a tree quite like that one.
Greetings again, far travelers. My brother Hani serves in King Eventine's army. They will soon return victorious against the treacherous armies of the trolls. Your courtesy reflects your honor, Jack Ohmsford. Please leave that ladder where it is. I need to get up to this guard post.
We have to get to the roof of the manor house.
Then we need to make some arrangement. Why do you want me to take this rope? I will use your rope for a while if you will return the ladder when you are finished with it.
We're going to drag this ladder all the way to the manor house? It's a long way down there.
Jack and I can handle this.
Oh, I'll help. It's just going to be even more trouble trying to get it back up here. Let's set the ladder up over there. Carrying this was entirely too much work. I hate the idea of having to take it back uphill.
You two go on up. I'll support this thing from down here.
This is a very steep roof, so we'll need to be careful. Some of these roof slats are loose.
Thank you for the use of your rope. I hope the ladder aided you. Now that I have done you a favor, Jack Ormsford, will you perhaps do a favor for me?
What sort of favor do you want Jack Ormsford to do?
Here is a ring to give to the prince. You need only tell him that it is from She Who Waits.
Why don't you just give the ring to the prince yourself?
Prince Arion will understand why I do this.
What? Who is this from?
It's from the guard Lessa for Prince Arion.
Oh, you startled me for a moment. For the prince? I'd better take this to him immediately. Prince Arion formally requests to speak with you now.
Scholar Davio tells me that you received a silver ring from the guard Lessa to give to me. Is that true?
Yes. What's this all about?
It is an elvish custom, not your concern. However, I do formally request that you give this golden ring to the guard Lessa.
Jack, that pendant Prince Arion is wearing, doesn't it look like a rune diamond? Your Highness, what is the object you wear around your neck?
It is an insignia of my high office. This is a symbol of rulership, not some fantasy of Davio's. Of course not. It does not leave my neck. I have been willing to indulge you on your futile quest thus far, but I refuse this ridiculous request. That will be all. You are dismissed.
Did you give my ring to Prince Arion? How wonderful. I only dreamed that such a thing might happen. Thank you truly, Jack Ormsford. For your kindness, how may I now help you? It only means that we may now court. If we enjoy one another's company, perhaps we will wed.
I'm sure that Prince Arion will enjoy your company.
Perhaps I can speak with the prince for you. What is the matter, Jack Ormsford?
We need to borrow the elf rune he wears.
Tell me, Jack, is this important to you?
It's important to all of us.
Then I will speak directly to the prince for you. Perhaps I can convince him of your honor. If you, Jack Ormsford, will guard my post for me, I shall go now to speak with Arion.
Think she can sway Arion?
I'm willing to bet on it. She's good at manipulating men.
Here is the elf rune. Prince Arion only requests that you return it as soon as you can.
How did you get Arion to give it to you?
He is most kind to those he considers important.
Wait, I want to get my scarf. There. Now the fountain is the way it should be. We found them! We got the elf stones!
How wonderful! May I please see them? Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to escort you immediately to Prince Arion. Please follow me.
It is well that you returned the elf rune, Jack Ormsford. As for your party, Princess Shella, I assume you will be leaving Arborlon now.
We need to find an elf to join us.
You want an elf to join your futile mission against the Warlock Lord? No elf would be so foolish. Those elves who remain in Arborlon are either unfit for travel or have duties that prevent them from serving the elvish armies. You can travel east to the Strelahheim Plains, where you will find the armies of Arborlon and my father, King Eventide. Very well. Since you have embraced your own destruction by attempting to face the Warlock Lord directly, I must respect your courage, even as I question your intelligence. I will aid you in your mission. I grant you a writ of free passage, which will allow you to travel unquestioned through our armies in Strelahheim, and to speak with King Eventide. Good fortune to you all, for you will need it.
That went very well. You certainly managed to impress Prince Arion. Oh, I would love to see the magic you will experience. However, I'm afraid I'm not much of an adventurer. I was never very good at fighting or traveling. You honor me with your invitation, but I fear I would be more of a liability than an asset.
We need an elf who can use the elf stones.
I am not certain anyone around here could actually use the elf stones. It is a rare elf with such an affinity for magic. However, an elf would only have to touch the stones to know if he or she had the potential to wield them. It will be dangerous there, with the troll armies massed against our armies of Arborlon. Why must you go there of all places?
We need to find a trollish magic item and a troll who can wield it.
A troll? How will you get one of those foul creatures to help you?
Jack will figure out something.
There is great glory in magic, but all magic has a price, Jack. Sometimes the price is too great, but you will not always have a choice in the matter. The fate of the world again depends upon a descendant of Shannara. I wish you well, Jack, and all the luck in the world. Would that I could help you more. They are most beautiful. I can feel the power flowing within them. I can feel the magic.
Guess that makes you our companion, if you're willing to come along. Either that, or you'll have to give the elf stones back to us.
I could never bear to give these up. They are far too precious.
Then let's get going.
Do you really want me, of all elves, to join you?
Come on, Davio. You're the best magic-using elf we know.
Greetings, good Davio, and to you all. How is it that you travel this day?
I have joined with Jack Ormsford, Princess Shella, and Brendel to aid them against the Warlock Lord.
Davio, are you not a little old for such adventuring?
I am needed, and so I must go, Lessa.
I wish you all well wherever you must go.
We travel first to the war-torn lands where our armies now clash with the trolls.
Remember me then to my brother Hani, and tell him how things now fare between Prince Arion and myself, if you but have the chance.
If we have a chance, Lessa, we shall.
Good faring and good fortune.
Also to you, farewell.
We don't know our way around here, Davio. You'll have to guide us.
I took the precaution of studying the map carefully before leaving. We need to travel north for several miles around the mountains, then head east across the Strelahheim Plains. We'll be traveling in the canyon region. I am certain we will encounter the elvish armies and be able to warn King Eventide Elecidil about the return of the Warlock Lord.